voice is beautiful and resonant today.
Oh, thanks very much!
Just like elven blood.
Like elven blood, delicious.
Hang on, where was the resonance?
Delicious.
I'm gonna go hunting elves and make it open a restaurant.
That's right.
I think the respect they have for you might dwindle if they find out that the reason that they keep dying off is that the warden of the swamp is actually you.
It's an elven cocktail bar, but not in the way that you think.
On one hand,
I'm trying to work out if you're being incredibly dirty or not.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think he was being as dirty as we thought he was. I think he was thinking drinks made with elven blood.
Yes.
We're thinking,
Other fluids.
well, I was thinking cocktail sausage first.
Hi everyone!
Hey!
Welcome back!
Glad we edited that bit out.
Yeah. I'm
Thanks
glad
for
they made that
editing
promise that they
this.
would edit that for me. I'm so glad they haven't rescinded that promise. So, Timotheus is...
So Ben, I want to walk away from that with scars all over my face of sort of pitted, acidic kind of. But you said it was poison, so maybe that doesn't work.
Oh, good. You know, the poison that they use in Ukraine, absolutely, your skin's now like a grey, scaly thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Kilia marches forward and draws out a beautiful, graceful, tasty, curved elven dagger, and just runs this thing through from the bottom of its throat down to its concealed genitals.
I look around my party and say, better late than never.
After he shoves away the manticore, I suppose.
Yeah, who's been feasting.
That's right. And out, and he pulls out the stomach of this thing, the intestines, and
I take a step back.
slices it open, and acid and various bits of meat and things
I take lots of steps back.
fall out onto the ground, and he's going
Rummaging
through
for
the
elf.
contents. Yes, for elf. Yes. And then you just see him plunge his hand in and hold a glinting ring to the air and just and falls to his knees and holds it aloft and lets out a beautiful, a lovely, delightful, tasty call which echoes across the
He's
bed.
adding tasty into everything because it was a tasty
That's right,
play, and now it's a tasty song.
Well, he's made it a theme now. And his voice echoes unlike a duck across the water.
Is it a delicious melody?
You say like a duck?
Unlike a duck. Ducks don't echo.
Quacks don't echo.
That's right, which is completely not true. But everyone accepts it as fact, and that's the most important thing.
Excellent. This is not at all really weird.
That's right. And he's just there, and elven tears are falling down his white elven.
Delicious.
I take my, I don't know, a blanket, my bedroll, and I drape it over him and say, hey, you have lost a friend.
Yes, a good man, a good warrior, a defender of this region. The darkness has come over this area.
Well, that is why we're here. We're here to drive back the darkness. You and me and your friend, we are all parts of the story.
Yes, I feel we have met under dark times, but fortuitously. Come meet the leaders of my tribe.
Do we have to go there on the owls?
No, you take the manticore.
No, owls fine. I'll take the owl.
That was good. He's as if he's spent his grief. He then stands smartly and shakes the stomach juices of this fiend off his hands, and then gracefully steps onto his arm and says, "Come away. Come to my home for some beauty and peace."
So when he shakes his hand, what happens to the ring that he was holding?
Yeah, I suppose maybe he hooked it onto his little finger. Maybe he puts it on. Yeah, puts it on himself. Yes.
Ooh.
And then it shakes off like that. Yeah.
Probably would be impolitic to
Yes.
loot the stomach of the fiend.
Not necessarily, I suppose. I don't know.
Is there?
Did it eat a longbow?
Is there anything else around that we could take?
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Did
like
it eat the longbow
Is there perhaps a longbow lying in the grass?
of this other elf?
Search for it.
Yep. I succeed.
You succeed. You find the elves' longbow.
Fantastic. I've already written the stats into my character.
Were you searching for the longbow as well?
No, I was thinking.
Along the way, you actually find, as you lift the longbow, that it was actually scratched into a pile of other stuff.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I taste it.
It's
longbow.
delicious.
It's a delicious.
It's a delicious
It
longbow.
must be elfin.
Yeah, there's a pile of.
I'm going to see you in any dungeon from now on. It's elvish work. How do you know it's delicious?
You can cook this up, bit of salt.
Yeah, there's
What do we find?
there's a pile of some treasure as if.
As if hoarded by a fiend.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
What is this fiend doing here in the middle of nowhere?
I'm glad you asked. I will cast Primeval Awareness.
Oh wow, that's cool. Tell me what that does.
As an action, you can expend one ranger's spell slot, blah blah blah, to sense whether or not an aberration or celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or if it's your preferred area, which it is, up to 6 miles.
That's a lot of 5-foot steps.
Yeah.
Well, story steps.
Story says.
6
Oh,
miles.
so
you
6
say.
narrative miles. I mean,
That could be as big or as small as you want it to be.
yeah.
That's right. So, are there any other things nearby?
Fiends.
Fiends.
Well,
All of those things.
there were other things
That's
in that
right,
list
yeah.
as well, but yeah.
No.
Sure.
Aberrations.
No.
Celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, undead. Well, there's 3.
No.
No, the
No. The swamp is rather normal in the immediate vicinity.
so there's nothing magical basically, no fae or anything.
No.
It's not even one gnome or like little mushroom dude
No
living
fish and lizard men and.
under. Nice.
Alright.
I sense.
Oh, it's the perfect place
I
for
sense nothing.
Nothing. I sense everything and there's nothing in there.
This is the perfect spot for a long rest then.
What is it? What's it doing? Then?
Are you coming?
Oh.
The Kilea or.
Elves, always impatient.
Alright, well, I think we're going to ruin the home
You gonna grab your
decorating.
stuff?
We're going to ruin the home decorating of the skeletons as we pile and
Pile
all this
stuff
stuff into
Okay,
that.
and maybe you can have a look at. Well, there's like a
Anything.
thin sort of steel, like golden band, like about this big.
Anything.
That might fit on
A
some of the
sail.
I'm
There's
going
a
to detect,
rapier.
I'll detect magic.
There's
Oh,
a
I take
pearl,
that if it looks like.
I've got rapier.
Okay.
And there's a ring.
I'm really good at it.
I detect magic.
Can I have the ring?
It's all very shiny and beautiful.
Let Johnny
It's delicious.
maybe Johnny could work out what it is.
Is it magical?
No.
So the elf is forced to wait while you determine that you have found a. Did you have arcana checks and things like that? Do you want to do those? Whatever. No, I just.
Yeah.
You can cast identify.
I can't.
Can you just please pretend?
I think Murray-
So you cast detect magic.
I think Murray
I'm so
might have
sorry.
something. So Johnny, what did
Yeah,
you
and you
find
said it was all
out?
shiny and beautiful, and it's like, is it magic? No, it's not, because apparently my detect magic didn't pick anything
Ah.
up.
So Derek, how's your rapier?
It's definitely magical, right?
Oh, good.
I rolled a 17 for Arcana.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Combined with the detect
With
magic
the spell, yeah.
What does
you
it taste
determine
like?
you have a headband of intellect +2, intelligence bonus +2.
Can I try it on just to know what it feels
Yes.
like to be smart?
You can. Okay, work out what these are, then let's
such,
shoot with them.
such power.
A +2,
Ooh.
literally not faking in any way. A +2 rapier,
Ooh, that's me.
a pearl of power, and a ring of protection +2.
Well, I wonder if you should take the ring of protection, Derek, or
Because you're so
Johnny.
squishy.
Johnny, what's your AC?
15.
So yeah, you or Derek
I've
maybe.
got 16.
I'm on 17, so one of you two maybe.
Yeah.
Pearl of power restores a spell slot.
Or you could tank up Murray and make him like 22.
22, and I'll just stand there.
We'll just
And watch
hide behind.
poor old Ben rolls 5d20 attacking me, and like, no.
But yeah, maybe Johnny might be good, but he's got little minions. So maybe
I
Derek.
could take the pearl. Was it
Pearl of power.
for the
Yep.
spell slot?
Just
Maybe I should
restores
take that.
a third 1, 2, or 3 level spell slot.
Wow, nice.
Oh, that's
You
good.
got the rapier +2.
Once per day, yeah?
Fine, I'll take everything.
Well, you got the
Good.
bow.
Derek's taking the
What do you
rapier
want?
+2.
I'll
Yeah.
take the ring.
You take the ring of protection.
No, I feel like terrible.
Give it to.
Give it to Johnny.
Johnny.
took the pearl. Oh my
It's not like.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're gonna give him the.
I'll give it to Doug.
Okay.
What
Okay,
comes
yes.
I'm getting?
You get a ring of protection +2.
You get a ring of protection,
Your
Johnny.
AC is now 17.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, good. That's very kind of you, Murray.
So kind.
So it's only Murray who's not getting anything.
I have good companions. It's all
Hang
fine.
on, who got the intellect bag? Oh, you. No.
Oh, we're carrying it, but we tried it and then we're like,
I
ooh,
think
no.
Johnny should have the intellect man too, shouldn't he? Aren't wizards supposed to be? Aren't wizards supposed to have intellect?
This is getting awkward now.
I just get everything.
Derek could have the ring.
Ring of protection. Derek has a ring of protection. So he
Yeah,
has
Derek
no
gets the
hit
ring and
points.
the rapier.
Okay.
Derek gets the R's, and you get the, well,
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah,
circle-
protection and
this
power.
protection and power.
I feel like I feel uncomfortable knowing more with intelligence. Like I just don't
Yes,
feel like that's
okay,
right for me.
Yeah. But you guys have got your +2 weapons.
Who's the
right?
character in Descendant to Avernus? The ogre. Derek? Is that
Yes.
The ogre with
Yeah, the little
with
little
the
one.
circlet.
Yeah, circlet of intellect, and yeah, he's lovely.
Reading books in a pub, but then if you take the circlet off, he's restored to whatever he was before, which is
So
not quite so bright.
Wow.
Murdered a halfling that had a thing of intellect, and when he put it on, he discovered that he was shocked at what he'd done and
Wow.
taken this poor halfling's life, and so he called himself Little One and went in search of knowledge.
Yeah, so Johnny, when you put this circlet of intellect on, you're going to suddenly start questioning your life choices
Well, it's not wisdom, is it?
and strangling the skeletal lord, saying, "Give it to me,"
Yes.
as we recall from our.
That's what it
Vision.
was. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
Are
yeah,
you?
so do I bump up my intelligence by 2? Right?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, that's +2 to the
+2 to the
bonus or
Plus
+2.
one to the bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 1 to the bonus, yes.
So wow, okay, that's great.
Cool.
My intelligence is already high.
So we just need to remember these guys need magic items next time they come fishing around. Awesome. Are you quite finished?
What?
No. Yes. All
Let
right.
us fly.
As we sit there, haggle amongst ourselves.
Do you want something?
So it would appear that in Dungeons & Dragons there is no such thing as a ring of protection +2.
Uh-huh.
It's just a ring of protection.
Excellent.
Oh.
What bonus to armor class does that give
Just
you?
one.
Just one.
So you get 2 of them.
So I've got 2 of them, but they won't allow me to
They
equip
won't
it
stack.
twice. Yeah, it won't stack. So we'll just have to remember that
We'll work that out later.
my
Yes.
armor class is
Yes.
more higher than what it is.
Yes. Yay for computers.
I think you can get a cloak as well.
It could just be story protection.
I'm protected from your narrative. Bam!
Yeah, plot armor.
Yeah, your plot armor. I don't like the way this plot's turning. Plot armor.
That's right. Fantastic. You take off again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mission completed. The giant owls are silent as they wing through the gloom, apparently able to navigate effortlessly through the darkness. that
What
is-
about a manticore?
Oh, he's got dark vision coming out his ears.
That's
got-
not-
He's got
That's
dark.
not the way it works.
He's got dark hearing.
How the hell is that? So we're screwed there. Okay, cool.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's got 60 feet of dark.
He follows the flapping of other creatures. Unfortunately, the owls
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
completely
yeah.
silent.
In the gloom.
Exactly. Have you seen those videos of owls attacking?
This is really not
Yes.
helpful.
Oh no, it's
That's
amazing.
progress, progress.
Where they fly over like dust and they make no disturbance
Yeah,
at all.
oh, it's
You're like,
incredible. Yeah, it's very frightening. Highly adapted.
Manticore's not like that at all. Quite noisy.
Your elf escort is silent, aside from softly pointing out some dimly glimpsed landmark far below from time to time.
Nice.
Before long, you reach your destination. Rising from the marsh is a low hill of solid ground encircled by a thick ring of trees. Dozens of pinpoints of light dot the hill, small lanterns filled with fireflies, you surmise, each hanging from a tree platform or the upper reaches of a conical tent. Many elves silently emerge to watch as you fly overhead. Kiliar produces a sleek silver horn from a saddlebag and blows one wailing note similar to a loon's cry. Is anyone familiar with a loon? No?
Yeah, they're just nuts people.
Oh!
I was thinking Claire.
Ah, clever. Near the hill's peak stand 3 larger trees, and built into their boughs are wooden structures. One glows softly with luminescence of its own, and seems to be a temple. Another looks to be some sort of public building or town hall. The third, and your destination it turns out, is the smallest of the 3, a cosy-looking treehouse set above a large pool. He lands his owl, and the other owls land in sequence behind him.
The magical guy.
Manticore. Let's see if it's any better. Go for a swim. Oh,
Graze crunch. His sharp claws digging slightly awkwardly into the beautifully laid floor.
Redecorating the elven woodwork.
That's right.
Delicious.
Delicious sawdust.
With the Manticore's arrival, stirring in the pool below the platform you land on is a huge crocodile. Just saying.
What? Okay. That's the thing.
I dub thee Steve Owen Land.
You you dismount your owls, presumably?
I just meant my medical. 2006, man.
I ungracefully fall off my mount.
Let's stay on my owl for as long as I can.
Excellent.
Yeah, that ring of protection ain't working.
Even 2 of them. Waiting in the doorway, glowingly and goldenly backlit
And tastily.
and tasty, I'll add that in there, is a wise-looking and ancient-looking elf. Her skin almost looks sort of like it's wrinkly, but not at all.
So this one looks like a female.
She does definitely look like a female. She's just that much more beautiful. And tasty. She wears flowing golden and green robes, and her hair is braided, long hair, though that sort of doesn't make much difference, around a complex headdress made of wicker and wood. She stands next to a much younger female elf in brown, green robes who looks to have been crying recently.
Oh, no.
The younger elf is seated. Is standing. They turn their backs and walk in and sit down at a table.
So we're outside.
You were outside on the
We've
balcony.
landed on
There
a
was a
balcony.
doorway.
Yeah, cool.
They
Okay.
turn and you follow them in.
Yep.
Alright. Kiliar follows in. And he stops at the door. She says, I am Celia Starsinger, speaker for the Tibi Kitar. She indicates the seats, and you take some seats, do you? Yep. This is High Singer Trellar Nightshadow. We do not often see strangers in our homeland. What brings you to the Black Fens?
He invited us.
Such a good answer.
I am Mayarstan Shamesh. I am a tool for good.
Welcome, Maestro.
Corin from Brindletown.
Ah, humans of Brindletown.
Yes, I'm investigating the forces that array against us. We have nearly been killed by one in the swamp.
This doesn't sound good.
I think somebody else, a friend of yours, was also eaten by this creature. And I look at Killian, whatever his name is.
Kiliar.
I look at Kylie.
The younger elf looks up suddenly at Kiliar, and their eyes meet, and as if telepathically communicating.
Oh dear.
He nods, and she bursts into tears and runs from the room.
Oh dear.
Sounds good, man.
I don't know, it's copyright.
Some news is hard to bear, but the truth is always better than a lie.
My apologies for bringing you this sad news. If it is not too much trouble, we are exhausted, and could we speak to you in the morning after we've rested?
I'm fine.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
pooped.
Covered in.
I don't know if you've noticed that. I've had a bad day.
You look terrible, man.
Yeah,
Your friend, she indicates Johnny's character, has a dark shadow hanging over him.
No, that's just him.
Your cucumbers over the eyes will fix that.
He is a good companion.
I am Vagrant of Drone's Ferry.
Ah, it seems Drellin's ferry may come under some pressure very soon.
That is why we are seeking to right these wrongs.
And your name?
Mm.
Ah, I need not ask, of course.
Yes,
George. George. And she stands as if suddenly apologetically, not having recognised who you are, and kneels and takes your hand. And
Oh
gives
yes,
you a kiss.
no need to on that. No. Always good to be amongst always good to be amongst the elven kind.
And most welcome here, George. You've done so much good work over so many years.
Very kind of you to say. I'm
I
blushing.
don't know about your restaurant plans then.
My friend here is poisoned and smells terrible. We must get him to a bed and a bath, mostly a bath.
Yes, indeed. Let me accompany you. We can find some lodgings in one of our storerooms.
Thank you.
And she just walks off.
Story. Wow.
We have a system.
Hey man, come on, I've read Lord of the Rings. Storeroom. Aren't we going to get like a really big bed that we can jump on?
She turns and almost glides down the stairs, and you follow like going, what?
I have a jumping ring.
It turns out that they do keep guest quarters ready, but do in fact keep stores of all sorts of
Beds.
Just
It was a story
and flowers and beautiful things and
Right.
artworks and sort of spinning wheels and all sorts of things. And these are quickly emptied out, leaving a beautiful conical tent and a beautiful resting place, which you all gladly, I presume, take
I think
after
so.
bathing
Yes.
in baths that are run for you, hot steaming water.
Alright.
Just think Lord of the Rings, Orphan song you're singing, and Star Song Hill is a beautiful, glowing haven of peace where time itself seems to drift on more slowly than usual.
Come
And
on,
it's-
Timotheus, into the bath. Come on. Low.
Give him a good scrub.
No, too low.
It's
Too
in the
low.
middle of a swamp.
I watch his spiky tail spikes regrow.
Yeah. Oh. It is that this large island
Yeah, right.
rises up out of the swamp, yes. And the very song of the elves and the glow of their goodness seems to repel the stinky and bitey environment of the swamp.
Swamp elves.
Just imagine, anyone seen the movie Australia where he pours that bucket of water over the top of his head sort of in slow motion? And his enormous pectoral muscles of the water springs off it. That's what Timotheus looks like when he's made.
Big manticle.
He's a buff manticle.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
And shakes his head.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lion's mane.
He does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Then he
He
shakes
looks like-
his tail and we
Yeah,
all
he's
look
yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's part Simba, and then and then he shakes his tail, and he's like the hedgehog that sings the song in Sing, where he's
Right.
excited.
Fantastic. Excellent. So you pass the night and regain all stamina. No one else has taken any damage. is that
I
right?
took some damage, but
I did.
stamina.
I only stamina.
So you regain all stamina available.
Sorry, just remembering the ring of jumping.
Yeah, I jump on the bed. That's what made me think of.
So
As a bonus action, you can cast the spell.
So I'm back at full hit points now. I've
You're
regained
back
all my
Your hit points were healed magically.
and I've got all my stamina back.
Your stamina's back.
Okay.
So hit points, Murray. You can magically heal. Your
I heal
points,
myself
yeah.
with the remainder of my lay on hands and then restore it.
So just good. So just note, you can't sort of obviously story-wise, and I'd love to incorporate this. You can't keep going and going, having taken fatal wounds and then being healed, and then fatal wounds and being healed. So you are, as you say, you're covered with the scars of deadly.
Does it do something to my charisma?
Well, not really. No, it makes it look more terrifying and fantastic, if anything.
And given that Intimidate and Charm are on the same stat, it
Yeah.
makes no difference.
No,
that's right.
true.
But there is kind of still the echo of that wound.
Yeah.
It's still there. What wound did you take?
I took half the poison, but
You took half the poison. That's right. Yeah.
shrugged it with
Yeah, that's
my God's grace.
Yeah, that's right. And that's more, he's sort of seeped in between your scales. It's making your scales feel a little itchy and sort of irritated.
I banished it with
You have diarrhea for a week.
dysentery.
Dysentery.
That's really roleplay.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a
You
small-
don't want to too much of
Dysentery, the
Can you
role
imagine?
Oh my gosh!
That's a lot.
Hey, we're going to have a medieval fair set in an army camp. Great! So we've got dysentery. Right, everyone, here is a kilo of dried figs. Everybody eat these? And let's go. Oh, I feel so
really feel in touch with my character.
My man's laughing things work.
Brought my own brutes.
That's just so sad.
We're never going to get invited on a laugh now.
That's so sad. Alright, so you pass a beautiful night with
Restful.
no diarrhea.
The crocodile,
Delicious night.
the crocodile
Delicious
doesn't
night.
break loose and do anything dangerous.
No.
Is there a crocodile in the morning?
Yes.
Cool, so the Manticore didn't do anything.
That's right.
Oh,
Excellent.
he feasted on fiend. He had a fiend feast. He's
It's been
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely. Yeah, you are greeted by some
Lovely, delicious.
lovely, delicious looking young elves and
Delicious looking.
of unclear gender. And they guide you to a table laden with healthy food.
Oh.
And like dwarves, you dig in, I suppose. And
I need to detox.
yes,
Pretty
yes.
sure this is the kind of food I normally eat, so. Although it's made very well.
kale smoothies for you, dear.
Right.
Trellara Night Shadow comes up to the table eventually. Are you quite rested now, gentlemen?
The bed was the bed was a bit soft
Yes.
for my liking.
We shall harden it up for you if you remain here for another night.
No, yes, that'd be great. But I think we'll be going towards back towards where we need to go to rest.
Yes.
Mm.
We're rested, so we go to rest.
You
My son, you could be on the great stages and travelling shows. I could picture you and your Manticore up on the carnivals with your name in fiery lights with jokes like that. Don't you think he can make jokes like that on the stage? No one cares.
Would that make me a tool for good?
I don't know.
I will ask the god.
And
Later, perhaps.
Are you feeling quite well, wizard? You still look tired with a sharp edge around the corners of your soul.
I'm as well as ever.
Perhaps your bed was too soft too.
Perhaps it was, yes.
So you have experienced the darkness which has been growing in the marshes. This creature was vicious, clearly.
Yes.
Where have you? You're saying you're heading to the town of Rest.
Mm.
Kiliar was saying that you are seeking a lich's phylactery.
Well, we don't really want it spread around too much because, the enemy might come and reinforce the area. But sure, just say it out loud.
Your secrets are safe within Starsong Island, believe me.
How do we breathe underwater?
You need to get to Rest. We can offer you the assistance of boats.
That's really not going to help us breathe underwater.
No, you could do the
As an elf, perhaps that circlet thing might help you.
No, that does something else.
Well, we can offer you boats. You are headed to the town hall. The town hall, the majority of which protrudes from underneath the waters yet.
Yeah.
Listen, sit down.
Wow.
Sit down.
She pulls out
What
a chair
we
and
need
sits down.
is for our breath to be able to breathe under the water.
That is
Not a boat on top of the water.
Well, I think what she's saying is that where we're going is going to be on top of the water. Is that correct?
That was my understanding of the town hall last time we flew over it. Yes. If it's the
Oh.
town hall you seek, correct?
Well, the floor of the town hall.
Well, there's a one level, I believe, underwater at that point. The water is about 20 feet deep. But yes, you might need to search the bottom level if the phylactery is downstairs.
Do you have anything that could allow us to breathe under the water?
She has boats.
No.
She thinks that might be able to help.
I shall do some investigations, and she calls out in Elvish.
We need some kind
Does anyone...
of self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Like a boat with a roof on it that sucked the water
What?
coming in.
Like a sub-boat? Like an underwater boat, a submarine?
Perhaps this elf has an underwater boat. Is that what you're talking about? An underwater boat?
No, this sounds like a most mysterious item, though. Something gnomes would build.
Oh, but there were no gnomes nearby.
No gnomes.
No gnomes without ice.
No gnomes.
She calls out to one of her
No
compatriots. Is there a potion of water breathing in D&D?
I don't know. I had to
There's
remind
a plus
myself
one
of what the
potion,
exact
but not a plus
acronym
two
of scuba meant.
Yeah.
Scuba meant.
I had to look it up. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yes, there is. You can breathe underwater for 1 hour after drinking this potion.
Yes, okay.
That's what we're talking.
Yes,
If only the elves had that.
yes, a young elf returns with this potion. She's, we had one of these.
Oh,
yes, this
good.
potion you may drink and then breathe underwater.
And it's not a boat.
But you may also take a boat if
Oh.
you need one.
That
would
would be
get to the
useful.
tunnel,
Thank
unless you wish to swim
No,
5 miles.
Yes, well, no, but yes, maybe later. But a boat would be good.
Excellent. You are perplexing people.
Oh, can perplex.
We are tools for good.
So you only have one of these potions, is that correct?
Yes, we only have one of these potions.
So we can all swim for a short period of time.
No, that's not the way magic works.
I think I shall fly, and then perhaps we could send Doug down.
Oh, yeah.
Who is this Doug you speak of?
Turn the bag inside out. And the three things tumble
They
out
just
on the ground.
finished decorating.
This is perfect. This is really nothing. This is just wonderful.
Necromancy. She draws her long sword and makes to cleave Doug in twain.
No.
No.
These
These
are
elves are not very bright.
these are our tools.
These are conjured by you, wizard.
These are my tools.
Your
Johnny.
This phrase repeated oft by this peculiar dragonborn is wearing thin on me. You will leave our island soon.
All right, guys, back in the bag.
You've let the cat out of the bag,
Literally.
metaphorically, and
That's about it.
you see, walking towards, because of the slight commotion, Celeria, who was the younger elf. And by her side is an enormous, terrifying-looking crocodile with green scales walking beside her, and she pets it gently on top of its head.
Looks delicious.
No, Meister. No.
Just a snack for the road.
Well, you'll never fly if you eat that.
Part of it. And maybe the crocodile as well.
Have you been talking to Jaw?
All right, leave this island now. Here, and she turns away and speaks. If someone speaks in Elvish, don't they? And she says, "Accompany this peculiar bunch to the boat and equip them with oars and see them off before they do more damage and produce more havoc." And a couple of elves come who look slightly more large and swordish and
Swordish.
say, "Come this way,"
Elf kebab.
and then they indicate and wait for you to walk up ahead of them.
Okay.
Oh, road snacks.
I think we've been shown the door.
Prometheus, cry revenge.
I mean, I'm happy to leave. I don't really feel that comfortable here anyway.
I think we've been banished.
Yeah, I think they've. I don't think there's anything else here for us.
Well,
All right, we jump in the boats.
Yeah, so
You're
you-
flying.
I'm flying.
You walk down to the edge, so the Manticore takes a bit of a run off, take off, and
Scratches up there, lovely woodwork again. Leaves his mark.
and you climb into this beautiful
Single
leaf-shaped boat.
Leaf-shaped boat.
Yes, absolutely.
And how is it powered? Is
So
it
by long oars,
long oars?
shaped like leaves.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful. Are they tasty?
They taste like leaves.
Delicious
Um,
boatmanship.
Maybe.
One of the guards says, "Follow this river the way it runs, and you shall enter the open water of what was the town of Rest hundreds of years ago. You shall see the town hall poking above the water, obviously."
Well, we shall have our friend in the sky able to track it for us. But thank you.
It may be best to avoid the lizard men who inhabit the edges of this deep water, for they are wild and unpredictable.
I look up at the dot that is the Manticore in the sky and think, might have been good to tell him that as well.
I see lunch.
There is
Right.
one. No, don't tell you that. Okay, good, fine.
Do you have any other information that you'd like to impart to us?
You looked about to say something. Not that I know, I'm up in the sky.
Yeah, the zone of truth would be handy right about now.
Sorry.
You may survive. Keep your wits around you. And pray tell, do not be rude to my leader again, should we ever meet.
Our intention was not to be
And
rude.
then he turns on his heel and you say that to his back as he walks off back up the hill.
Okay, cool. We jump in
Classic
boats.
elves.
So we go through the swamp.
So this
You're
is
on
like a kind of a river, like it's swamp, and this bit's a bit deeper, and the river actually they've moved the river so that it runs past the edge of their island.
Yeah.
And it's flowing out towards the open water of Rest.
So there's swamp on either side and river, but deep river in the middle.
That's correct.
So it's all like mangroves
That's correct.
type thing on the sides.
Yep.
So should we keep to the edges?
Yeah,
Or go to the open river out the middle?
it's gonna be harder to row in the open river, right? Because we'll be going against the current.
No, you're being washed down into the city.
Oh, we are.
Then
Okay.
we become.
So you can see from here, there's these little rivers that sort of go. That's all swamp there.
Yeah.
And then there's these little rivers that sort of cut their way through.
Yeah.
Through the
So
swamp.
I'm.
Oh, I see.
And then
I mean,
ultimately,
this is my jam.
This is
kind
your
of-
backyard.
This is my backyard.
Yeah.
So
totally.
like navigating all this stuff is probably quite easy for me.
Mm.
So
Well, I can see where we're going, so I'm like,
yeah, so taking your cues. Taking your cues.
Can you sort of attune yourself to the land and see if there's going to be any?
Yeah, so
Dangers?
I can reach out and touch and see if there's any kinds of horrible creatures in the next 6 miles.
Right. So you speak Elvish, do you?
Let me check.
no, I don't think you've got Elvish. Dwarvish.
Where would it be?
I speak Elvish.
Oh, I speak Elvish.
It's like a second language to me. It's been
Common and
extra language.
you've got Elvish and
You have to be
not
Elvish.
Elvish,
Yeah.
Dwarvish and
Not Elvish.
no,
Ah. Unnoticed by the rest, one of them leans down to you, Joel, and says,
undercommon.
rapidly though you have been ejected from this island, we would appreciate you to return and give as much information about this fell infestation in the swamps as you were able.
No. Yes, of course I would. It would be my honor. Once I rid myself of any taint that's on me from this necromancer.
Oh.
Could have some of that.
Yes.
Oh, did I say necromancer? I meant
Wizard. Cool. You wash down the river. So you're staying on which side of the bank? Towards, So Elvenville is here. To the north of it is the river that you picked up. You said you decided you were going to stick to one side. Which side did you choose?
I'm in the air.
No, I think we're going to not bother sticking to one side or the other. I think we'll go down the middle of the
Cool.
river.
So as you are just about to come to the open water, actually, as they're flying down the river, you notice at the end of the river, you see this formation of land, right? And where that is there, that looks like an encampment of some sort of primitive people living amongst the reeds with little huts and things.
I'm going to fly down to a swoop.
Okay, yeah. So as you swoop in, this is you're ahead of them. You see the Manticore and his brave rider swoop down lower, and you see an encampment of lizard men.
I'm going to bank and turn back. And do I recognise that it's lizard men?
Yeah, I think so.
Lizard men!
Just flying.
Yeah, I go bank around and then yell to them.
And
So I don't notice that. I didn't pick that up at all.
Lizard men.
No, because they're not fey.
They're not fair or anything.
No.
Or ghouls or...
So now you said 6 miles, and you can do this all over the time, can you?
As an action, you can expend one of your ranges.
Yeah. So you'll be. Oh, okay. So how many times you did this straight
so
away?
I would have done that instead of one of my spell slots.
And 6 miles.
Which I already decided that it would be this one.
So you've expended 1. Yep. Excellent. So you didn't when you were when you set off. Yeah. There was nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then if you want to do it again at some point, you can.
is there any?
I will do it, but closer to when we get to the town.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Is there any?
6 miles is a massive,
It's
Yeah,
huge.
it is. Yeah.
massive amount of
Yeah,
There's
because
some radius from you. So.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the map here, and I'm knowing what's there and what's not, and that's it.
Yeah.
But the mappers.
Yeah.
And
So right. So you just shout lizard men.
Yeah. Would they aggressive?
I don't think they.
Did they look? They didn't notice me in the
notice
sky?
you. Yeah. So if you notice where they are,
That was a surprise.
you,
Yeah, it's good.
you could either run into
So-
them or they could avoid them by just
Yeah, if we could-
outside the island.
if we could figure out a way to avoid them,
So you can come swinging down.
I'll get lower and say, stick to the left.
Alright, I'll navigate us across.
that would be the stern. No, the
Port. That's right. So you come to a point in the river where there's a large island in the centre, and you presume that's where he means to go to the port.
Oh, to go left.
Left.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
You stick to the left, and in fact you don't encounter this.
Do you know why it's port?
No.
Red.
What's the opposite of starboard, which is your steerboard side, which is your right side? Because that's where the steering board was.
Board.
And is that where you keep your port?
I don't know where the port word comes from.
So why would it be port? You
The
just said,
opposite.
do you want to know why it's called port?
Why would
You
it
just told us why
start?
it'd be steerboard. It doesn't tell us why it was port.
It tells the way.
Why it said you told us why it was starboard.
I'm sure they'll tell us in the chat.
Excellent. Thank you. In
Oh,
advance.
fact check myself.
Fact check yourself, Murray.
Oh, man.
So as you come sliding.
Something for you. Fact wreck yourself.
Oh.
Johnny, you're not that nasty remotely. That's oh man.
That's the worst kind of nasty.
So sliding out into the open water, the bottom finally slips. The nasty, sticky bottom finally slips out of view beneath more fresh water.
Nice.
And you see, a few miles of open water ahead of you. You're going to trigger your ability again, and you see a couple of buildings poking out of the water.
Yes, I was going to.
Some tiny bits of roofs, just the peaks of buildings, but there are 2 larger buildings. So if you're looking out straight out of the lake, just a little bit closer on your left hand at about 11 o'clock, there's the top of a bell tower, the top 2 levels of a bell tower. Fairly still there. And kind of at more like 12 and a half o'clock, further into the distance, right near the middle of the town, is a large building.
Yeah.
Sort of probably.
We will. No, we don't want to know anymore, Murray.
I do.
I thought I was being very badass because I went. But it's called port because it's the opposite of your steering board, so therefore you would tie up in port on your left side.
That's when you ported yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds fair.
Sorry to those of you who went and looked that up in the video whilst I looked it up.
They
in the
probably
video.
paused it.
They might have. Then they'll be like, oh, I didn't even look
We've
that
got
up.
infinite amount
But
of
now you
time to
know.
figure
Now
it
it's
out.
doubled down. We've said it twice. It's there forever.
Then why is it called left?
Well, left comes from Sinistra.
Sinistra,
Yeah,
that's right.
I know,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. That's right.
Alright, so
You
set
baited us there. You even knew the answer. Go, cheapers, John.
alright.
You
So
said
I would trigger it. I'm using one of my
Are
spells up.
there fiends and...
So are there celestial
Celestials,
dragons,
abyssals.
elementals, fae, fiends, undead, aberrations, or things that are left and or right-handed?
Yes.
What about, so the only things you're not detecting are ambidextrous or multiple.
Or things with tentacles.
So crocodiles, no chance.
So, before you said left and right-handed, yes, most definitely. The middle of this town, how much detail do you want to know? Are they just...
Okay, so it can't tell me too much. This feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
You get an itchy feeling as you slide out into this water, yes, and let your senses drift out into the surrounding area and ahead of you for sure, infesting the middle of this once deserted place, which has always been avoided, partially because of the lizard men who frequent the banks of the marsh. Such a lovely place, and just partially out of respect for the doom of the people who once were residents of Rest. This place is surely now quite different to what it was last time you were here. It is occupied by an
So
evil
literally
the
requiescat.
Dumbest ability ever.
Yeah.
It tells you nothing about the numbers or the location.
No,
It's
it's
the
just
dumbest ability.
Yeah.
it's a sense.
Is there bad things ahead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Somewhere in 6 miles.
And if
Oh, okay.
and it could be 6 miles behind you.
Yeah.
And you don't know.
Oh, you must
I'm
have a
a
sense of
ranger.
which 6 miles.
No, it doesn't say.
No,
It
just
doesn't say.
within 6 miles.
Within
Yeah.
6 miles. It's the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
So the answer is yes. You do sense something of a fiend or an aberration.
Yeah,
or
which
a-
I didn't experience 6 miles ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you should know that it's ahead of you or they're chasing us.
Yes. This is fair.
Or it's 6 miles above
Oh,
us.
it'd be great if you could triangulate.
Yeah,
If you could do
yeah.
ding 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 and then find out where it was.
Yeah, I don't have too many more spells.
No, you can technically
So
only do it 4 times a day.
you suddenly feel exposed as you are in the middle of the day in open water, approaching a bell tower which has a fairly good sight line to where you are in full daylight.
Is there any other buildings to hide behind, or?
Not really, no. Almost all the other buildings are just barely peeking their little peaky little roofs.
Okay.
Are we pretty sure that the bell tower is where we wanted to hit? That's like the tallest point.
There's a super tall bell tower, and then there's also what looks like probably the town hall.
Oh,
To the
no.
right.
Right.
The bell tower's 11 o'clock closer.
Yeah,
Further to the
I
right.
think I'm gonna go and do a whole.
Who has this swimming, breathe underwater potion?
I think I do for the moment.
Yeah, you're the one with the bag of holding.
Yeah.
It's probably being decorated as we speak.
Yes, this would look good as
a
feature
Pride of place on the mantelpiece inside the bag of holding that Doug, Pete, and Skinny Pete are making. I want someone to make a diorama of the inside of our bag of holding with Doug, Pete, and Skinny
And a
Pete.
nice macrame thing over there.
So how big are you?
How far away are we?
Yeah. You are, yes. Fair point. I shall tell you that precisely. You're probably about 1,000 feet away from the bell tower.
We don't have much choice. Sorry, the two things that are poking their buildings up are the bell tower and the town hall.
Yes.
The town hall is where we're meant to
The
go.
town hall is where we're meant to go.
Yes.
But maybe we could go to the bell tower first and just kind of get a bit of a scope of the land.
Yeah.
I'm not going to land on the bell tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visions of Manticore.
Well,
So you come.
we're exposed, but we don't have much choice about it, so we might as well just.
The other option would be go at night time, but I feel like that would be worse.
Barry,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a raven that could land on the bell tower a little bit more surreptitiously than you.
You're right. Yes.
Would that be a good move?
So, what was your raven's name?
Larry. Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, send him on the bell tower.
But so the manticore's still staying up in the sky.
Yeah, we're still flying.
So
So
communicated this
I
to
can
each other
only
somehow.
communicate with my familiar within 100 feet.
Yep.
Which is why I was asking how far away we were.
So did you message Murray something to tell him not to go flying down, or do you have message spell? fire is.
So I guess I can't actually tell.
I mean, as far as I know,
know.
Yeah,
You can
my
try.
stand is going to land on the bell tower.
Okay, I'm going to go and land on
So
that.
as you come swooping down
We give him the cross.
towards the bell tower,
Yep.
You see a number of humanoid figures,
Mm.
ugly, mournfully looking humanoid figures occupying the top level underneath the slanted roof.
Mm.
And they hurriedly are grabbing, they turn away and hurry and start rummaging
Right.
behind them. You still keep swooping in.
I think I'm going to bank away
Yeah.
and go back and tell the boat that.
So as you bank away, do you look back and see what they do?
No, I probably
No.
don't. No,
Yeah,
I'll probably
okay.
just bank away and then zoom back to the boat.
Okay, cool. Oof. Okay, so the Manticore is forced to twist out of the way of an arrow
Ooh.
that comes, causing 5 stamina damage on the Manticore.
Tim.
I dodge the knife, as in.
Yeah, the flying dagger.
Ha-ha!
I twist out of the way.
I twist out of the way and it barely grazes me.
And it just takes. I just take narrative damage.
That's right, absolutely.
Sorry, how many? 5?
5, yeah. So an arrow comes hurtling with deadly, frightening accuracy through the air. 68 total.
He's a machine.
Yeah, that's right.
16 points.
Mm.
He's a beast.
So yeah, his instinct for small flying sharp things, being a master of it himself, is proves true.
Well,
and
can
twists out of the way.
Timotheus make a will save then?
Yeah.
About whether he's going to turn
Excellent.
around and go back
15.
into the attacker then? No, I don't think he's going to make a will save. Yeah, no, he's back into attack.
Oh, with a roar!
He'd spin.
Couldn't he
Disobeying.
just flick his tail behind
Yeah,
him?
but he's going to have to get visuals on that, so he's going to spin back round
Right.
and he's going to fling 3. What's the range of his tail spikes?
Yeah, I will do them at disadvantage.
200 feet.
200 feet. Okay, yeah, that's not disadvantage. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to sit there and have a duel.
100 feet.
200 feet. 200 feet
200 feet.
for his tail spikes. He fires 3 per round. He has 24 of them. Oh, 1's a 1. That's not going anywhere. And a 19 and a 20.
Okay, one of them hits because they do have some cover.
Mm-hmm. 8.
Yeah, so there's some
Is it-
some clattering from inside the bell tower.
Does it sound like he twisted out of the way of my flying
Sounds like
dagger?
they
or is
dove out of the way. That's right.
Right.
Yes, with lack of dignity.
Is it just shouts of emotion, or is it something
Shouts
to do with...
of emotion.
And we don't...
We don't laugh like that, that's right, yeah.
it- All right. Can I make him another will save, or he's gonna dive
Okay. Yep.
for the tower? He fails his will save. It's an 8.
Down he goes.
Okay. Excellent. He's heading
So
towards
he's diving towards the top of the tower.
filthy. Awesome.
Meanwhile, back on the boat.
Yeah, back
What
on
do
the
we
boat.
see? Do we see this exchange happening?
So you're still like 500 feet away. Is that? Did I say 1,000 feet originally? But you've obviously maybe
Not-
you're 800
not
feet.
close to
Miles
distance that
away.
fast,
No, that's
yeah.
right. You're miles away. Yeah.
You've got like a.
Not miles away. 1,000 feet.
That's
And how fast do we row? It's not very fast.
Yeah. How fast can you row a boat? How fast?
Very, very
Pete,
fast.
Skinny Pete, how quick can they pull her up and all?
Yeah.
Tirelessly.
Tirelessly.
Okay. So we want 13 kilometers an hour. 7 knots in feet per second. 7 knots in feet per second. 10 feet per second. So in a round you can go 60 feet. And I just said you're 800 feet away.
So we're 10, 12, 13 rounds away from
Oh, there's the
getting there.
calculator. 13 rounds away, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the Manticore is diving towards. They're going to get off another shot each.
Okay. How many are there?
Well, it looks like there's 3 now, see? Sorry. So 3. So yeah, 6 and 9 and 21.
21 hits.
80 points damage against the Manticore. Oh, once again, so he's stamina. That's right. So you almost threw it off his back as with natural instinct. He just flicks his little right wing a little bit to dip his
Do
left.
you want to initiative or just keep
Yeah, let's give me initiative. Yeah.
So we're all doing.
What are you like?
You guys are rowing.
You guys are rowing something, so count one round.
We can join in 12 turns.
19 initiative.
16 and 20. I got 20.
So
So
you
my
roll
for
stand.
ranged
Okay,
attack.
so go my stand.
So my stand's going to try and get control.
Mhm.
So he basically is going to try and get Timotheus to veer off, and then as he swings past the tower, he's going to breath weapon the entire top of the tower, to roast them all to a. And if they're all roasted, then Timotheus can come back and have a snack.
Excellent.
Oh.
All right.
Cool.
So I suppose animal handling.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Just give us a
right,
roll.
13.
13. So I'll give him that will save again, the DC 15 will save, but with advantage. Because he's trying to do the right thing like a good Manticore.
He makes it with
Yes,
the
excellent.
advantage. All right. So therefore,
So
they
he banks to the left.
He banks, and therefore they need to make a DC 13.
Dex.
No, I think it's fire, so it's con.
No, Dex to
The
do.
Dex. Oh, Dex. DC Dex. Yeah, sorry.
So they all fail.
Lovely. They all take 8 points of damage. So one's got 8 already,
Uh-huh.
and they're burning.
Oh.
And whatever, if there's anything flammable in this tower, it too might be smoldery.
So 8 hit points damage. Okay.
So there's nothing in the bag of holding, right?
3 skeletons.
Well, we took
Are
the
the
skeletons
skeletons
out.
rolling?
The skeletons are
skeletons
rowing. I'm going to fill up the bag of holding with water and then stick it in the back and clamp the top of it
Making an outboard
and
motor.
then squeeze it.
He's creating a Hamilton jet. Nice.
Okay, you would like give me a drive check?
Sure.
Now I remember we've
Drive
had,
auto.
we've had big standing arguments that drive is not for bicycles or hansom cabs, it's just for cars. So I don't know.
Okay, meanwhile, while you do that,
What would
Yep.
that be? Like an athletics, right?
yeah. Do you want to help him, Johnny?
Sure, and my athletics is terrible.
So that's 19.
19. Oh,
Alright.
I'll give you 100 feet
100
this
feet
round.
as
Absolutely.
opposed
yeah.
to the 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
120. Yeah. Right. So you got 180. They let off 3 arrows at you.
Yeah, so the one who took 8 and then another 8's still going.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
15 plus. Plus 3 is 18. Is that enough to hit the Manticore?
It hits, yes.
Can they shoot you while you're burning?
Oh, it only does 2 hit points damage.
Mm-hmm.
So just arrows flying.
Can I do an action?
Yes. Yep.
I want to create a fog cloud surrounding the top of the tower so they can't see out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know where you're shooting, you don't need to see, do you?
Yep. So the range of the
Pepper.
spell.
You're just peppering?
Yeah.
So I can do it up to 10 miles.
Really? 10 miles. I love it.
On a duration of it until a wind or remote sphere burst. Oh no, so duration 120 feet.
Okay, yeah. So you're how far away? You're still
You've got 180 feet, you're still
800 minus 180.
600.
620 feet away. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can do that.
Yeah.
How many turns?
With the outboard motor,
Yeah.
we're going to get there in 6
3.
turns.
You'll be within range in 3.
Cool.
Cool. I'm going to Manticore now.
Yep.
3 tail spikes.
Okay. Awesome.
One is a 13, one is a 10, and one is a 20.
Got 20 hits. It's for one guy.
Is there just one dude left?
No, there's 3 of them. Yep.
9 points of damage on the wounded one, the
Okay.
most wounded one.
Yep.
Should just go
Does he die?
No.
Out.
You want to do anything? You want to do your
25 down.
jet boat again?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that another 120?
That sounds fine to me.
So we're 500 feet away.
Oh, we need.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? Just because it's boring being away from the action. You only gain. It only serves to accelerate you even further, and you get double that. So another 120.
Another 120. So we're 380 feet away.
Like this elven boat is fanging along.
Banging along, love it. Okay.
Have you developed a new marketing for a new mode of transportation?
Are you in your banging elven rowboat? Or
Bit of descent to Avernus action going on. I'm liking it.
Myastan steers Timotheus down slightly. He draws his longsword and he strikes the side of the bell tower with a thunderous smite.
Oh. Okay.
So,
I don't know how respectful you're being to the town of Rest.
well, I care about the town. I'm doing good. I'm doing. I am a tool for good.
I can do nothing
So
wrong.
you're smiting the tower.
Smiting the
I'm hoping it'll
tower.
somehow feed through to the.
They will all take thunder damage,
Okay.
and also they need to make a successful DC 15 strength check or be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
Wow.
So I'm presuming they're going to be knocked out of said bell tower.
They are sort of behind the railing.
Well, let's see how badly they fail this.
Okay, awesome. So what sort of save is it? Sorry.
DC 15 strength check.
Strength check. One of them fails badly.
Okay.
He gets a 7.
So narratively, he goes flying out of the bell tower.
Sounds
And that's a Wilhelm scream.
only fair.
And he
Does he
was.
get spat out the other side?
Yes.
And before that, they all take. There he goes. Before that, oh, look at that! Is that the worst roll ever on thunder damage?
3D.
3d6.
Is
3 points of thunder damage. So that was one of the unwounded ones. So the
Radioactive
really
snake
wounded
eyes.
one's there, and one unwounded one, but one of the fuller ones
Okay,
is.
so he's falling in the water. And the others take 3 each.
Yeah,
That's terrible. You could have literally killed someone, but you didn't.
I did not.
You could have literally killed someone.
So you could have imagined.
I could
in your
have. You could have
imagination.
imaginatively, figuratively killed someone.
Shut up!
But hang on, that's your thing, man. Come on. He's his own worst enemy.
It's a story death.
Narrative. I take narrative damage, plot damage. Okay.
It's their turn.
Yes.
With a scream of rage and frustration, burly hobgoblins. Yes, hobgoblins. One of them turns, draws out the blade of his sword and takes a step round and starts beating the hilt of his sword on the bell.
Oh.
Rings out
Damn.
clarion and loud. The other laughs with rage. And fires his arrow well wide of the manticore, both manticore and dragon. Oh! Oops, sorry, I killed my online player by hitting the button too many
Oh
times.
dear.
And, yes.
Right. Well,
So, then you guys are how far away?
We are.
500 feet.
Yeah.
How
no,
far?
380. 380.
380 feet. Excellent.
So we'll be within bow range in this
So I'll
round.
give you another 240 then, yep. So
Alright.
you're only within how far now?
Yeah. So
Do you want to
100.
give me another drive check?
It's 14.
Frantically holding onto the tiller. the elven boat starts to veer dangerously to the side and tip. Could you both make everyone in the boat make me dex or strength checks?
A natural 20.
Oh no, I was supposed to say 12. Hold on.
Yeah.
18.
18. So you all barely, just grip onto the boat.
Do we do
Like
the?
Yeah, 18.
Do we do the skeletons?
Oh yes.
Oh.
Skeleton.
They're attached to the oars. They should be fine.
Or our oars aren't.
The all. Yes. Okay. Give us checks.
Skeletons, what is the dex? Hang on. +2, 17.
Yes. Done.
18, I'm rolling well.
Woohoo! And we totally
And
believe you.
13.
So 30. Yeah. So they all managed to hold on to the
Nice.
oars. So they're
Nice.
flicking and flailing in the wind. You know what I mean when a boat kind of digs into the side a
Yep.
bit. Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa! Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Oh, fantastic. So you eventually twist the boat, dives the other way. You're looping back around with your Manticore, who has to make a wide turn. This hobgoblin was shouting at as he beats the heel of his weapon on the bell.
Oh,
You guys come crashing into the bottom of the bell tower. There's been like a wooden kind of landing built.
So there's
Around
no
the
chance
base?
to make a fog or anything
Yes,
like
you
that.
can make a fog or
before then.
something. Yep.
Could we have had some warning and made some ranged attacks before we got that close?
Yes.
We were kind of.
Get
Yes.
in close enough.
Yeah.
What's your range?
Depends on
Mine was 120 feet.
Yes. Okay. So you're holding on, I suppose. Yes. I'll give you both a turn.
Do you want to go first, Johnny?
How many feet away are we?
You're now kind of just about to crash into the landing around the base. There's been the dodgy-looking landing that's been built at water level around the base of this bell tower.
Right. We steer it so the port side.
Yes.
It
Do you want
changes
to
to the
catch? Do
port.
you want to catch?
Well, in fact, that's the only way you can steer the boat.
That's
That's
right.
the whole point.
So it was twisting to the left, and twist to the right.
Yep. And can we sort
I
of?
cast a flaming sphere then.
Excellent. Cast the flaming sphere.
So, somewhere where I'm going to get the maximum number of hobgoblins or whatever they are.
Yep. So there's just two hobgoblins upstairs.
Can I get them both in the same 5 foot
Well,
diameter
it's kind of
sphere
going out of
tower?
sight. It's like the bell tower level is sort of going out of sight as you approach the base of it. But you can kind of just hurl the thing in general upstairs. Yep.
Sure. Okay, so the creature takes. Creature must make a dex saving throw. DC 15.
Yes. One makes it, the other doesn't.
Alright, so they take 2d6 on a failed or half as much on a successful one.
Yep. Okay. Good. So roll
So
the
roll
damage.
2d6. Which is 3. Oh, 1 and a 2.
Oh, I know you feel. I know your pain.
So one of them takes 3.
And the other takes 1.5.
So one of them.
rounding down.
You know how Denethor leaps off the tip of Minas Tirith on fire? One of the hobgoblins does that.
Is there a screen?
Except he didn't have time to like burn his son to death before he do it, so he's just like, what have I done with my life?
Oh, does it taste good?
Oh, he probably does. Yeah, but this is the way he fights.
Tomatis has lost 2 snacks.
That's right.
Or does it?
I'll catch you. Dead strike down the side of the town.
You, meanwhile, so the spear's rolling around, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast a 20. I'm going to cast a fog into that hole.
Yep.
Up there.
Yep.
Now, now there's a door at the bottom. Is there for us to
Yeah,
manage
that's
on?
right. Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So I could fill the entire tower
Mhm.
with fog. I think.
That's cool.
If I wanted
Nice.
to. What do you reckon?
Yeah, do it.
I don't know. Is it? They've already sounded the alarm, so.
They haven't yet.
Yeah, you
Yes, the
started.
bell was ringing.
Bang the bell.
He
Bang
banged
the
on
bell. So that'll happen. We didn't take that back. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, so there's no point in casting fog.
I don't think so.
So, cool, we'll just land.
Unless.
So, there's no point in me firing arrows.
So you
or
were still
stuff
fighting,
there.
so when I gave him your turn, you were like 500 feet away.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
They started banging the bell.
Then we.
And then you did the last kind of super jet speed.
Yeah.
And then we went into kind of just a bit of like desperately trying to control the
Yeah,
boat narrative.
it's all good.
Where you crossed the last kind of 500 feet.
Yeah.
While you
The
were
frames
turning,
lagged and then we jumped forward.
While you were turning, when he was turning around, yes, you jumped
Yeah,
forward.
we jumped forward, yeah. It's all good.
So I'm doing the boat thing, so I can't fire arrows or anything like that. I think I'm.
Like, is there a point in firing arrows now? Or what?
Is there any?
So as
There's only
you
one left up there, isn't there?
as you
Can I
come
fire arrows up there? Or
Wait,
is there no
Letting, letting.
so as you come twisting into and desperately controlling the boat as it loses its last bit of speed with a great big bow wave that washes up over their hastily
Pontoon.
constructed pontoony thing and splashes up the side of the thing, you hear roars and cries of a hobgoblin group from within the tower as they hastily try and get themselves organised. And from in the distance, from the town hall, you hear several small roars that are distinctive of the beast that you met in the swamp, and the large roar of a young dragon.
Oh.
And there we shall leave it until
Oh.
next time.
Thanks, Timotheus, for blowing our cover.
Oh, I think our cover was going to get blown. You know, the big observation tower was going to see us.
Yeah, probably.
Also, yeah. There was a lot going on that wasn't very ninja-like.
All right. Thank you, Ben. That was
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm just trying to find a dragon roar so I can go rah.
At the end of it, and the dragon says,
Oh!
I'm tasty.
That's what you hear resonating across the lake.
Yes. Thank you for joining us,
Yes.
Johnny.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It was so nice to have you there. It was so great.
Our first Dice Storm remote player.
Yeah.
I don't think
Experiment.
that pre-recording was picked
No,
at all. I don't
it
think
wasn't.
anyone actually would have picked that Johnny isn't actually live.
I think Android Johnny is a keeper.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you know, not that Johnny in person won't, you know.
Was ever really a real person.
Well, it could
He was always.
it'll be really awkward when Johnny turns up in person and we have Android Johnny playing as well. We'll be like, oh, who runs the character?
Who do we-
Well, one of you can run Doug, Pete, and Skinny Pete, and the other one can run Favourite.
That's right. It's so wonderful you could join us. Keep it going.
Go and sleep.
Yes, go and
Sleep is
sleep.
precious.
I will.
All right.
Wow. Amazing.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.